Right. Thank you so much, Alexander. Now, one of the last key components you need to build a great team is confidence. And confidence doesn't come just from one person, but it comes from the entire team. And it is much easier said than done. If you're like me, I do get quite a little nervous, but that's okay. You do have your team to help you back up everything. So in order to develop and maintain confidence with your group, there are some things you need to learn together. And one of the main points is having the ability to trust each other. So having the ability to trust each other means that you need to learn each other's strengths and weaknesses in order to cooperate and meet each other's needs. Somebody's strength might be another person's weakness or vice versa. So you need to collaborate and make sure that things go well. And some of the tips and tricks might help each other out in order to be more successful in the very near future. So we want to make sure that we build each other. And speaking of build each other, honest feedback is one of the other things that are a key component to helping each other. And constructive criticism really does help each other grow. Everybody wants to be a wonderful leader or a great speaker in the near future, so constructive criticism will help, even though if it may be a little vague or it may be very blunt. It's nice to know where you struggle from your peers and be honest and upfront in order for you to get correction or help on something you're studying. And the next thing we need to learn is to feed it off each other. And what I mean by that is kind of like a little bit of liquid luck. From Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry gave Ron some liquid luck before his Quidditch match when he was really nervous, and Ron's confidence grew. However, in the end, it was a placebo. So what I mean by that is to pretty much motivate each other. If you've noticed with Harry and Ron, he was very motivated, and it does make a difference when you're around people that will help you. So motivate each other, or even have encouragement, or even a little bit of friendly push. And sometimes that's all somebody really needs. So another thing is to share your tips and tricks from your nervousness or anxiety to keep it at a minimum. Sometimes breathing or counting to 10 really doesn't do the trick. So learning something that you do might help another person. And lastly, the one thing you'll want to learn is practice. So practice as much as you can in order to get confident and more comfortable with your speech. Whether it's 2 times or 24 times in front of the camera, once you start feeling a little more confident and more natural with the speech, it does become easier and you sometimes forget the camera's even there. Also, fake it until you make it. It's a little cliche, but psychologically, it really does help. So most people will see you as confident. So if you portray yourself to be confident, you'll eventually be confident. And that's something that I learned very, very recently, and it really does do the trick. So lastly, you want to make sure that the message gets through. As long as you feel confident to speak, it does get through easier. Otherwise, anxiety tends to burn it down a little bit. So confidence may seem like an individual struggle, but it's just effective in one group. Remembering to reach out to your members and asking for advice is probably one of the strongest tools you'll have to make each other successful and make each other successful in the future. So now we're going to have Sarah wrap it up. Take it away.